It was good, YouTube. It's your boy Keith, aka Mr. Cheap Sense, back. My guy, Big Beard Business, did a video when I got off from work earlier. I don't know when exactly the video was made. I didn't check that out, but I know it's a recent video. He did one of 10 fragrances that are dated in your collection. And dated, he means if you have any fragrances that you're not really wearing, that you don't really care much for, um, would those fragrances hold up today, right now, if it came out right now, versus the fragrances that are out now, like 1 Million Lucky or Prada Luna Rosa Sport or fragrances like that. So I got to thinking, since I don't have a lot of up-to-date fragrances, because a lot of my fragrances are old fragrances that I've loved over the years, or things that I've just found at discount stores that I want to try that are cheapies, because I don't buy retail high price stuff. So my video is going to be just out of rotation fragrances, meaning fragrances that I don't really reach for when I get up in the morning to go to work. These are fragrances that I look over now because I have so many other fragrances to choose from, and they just sitting on my shelf. Not to say that I don't love some of these fragrances, because I do. A few of them do hold a special place in my heart, not because of sentimental reasons, but just because the smell of them, I like the smell. Maybe I got more compliments with them back in the day, something like that. But it has nothing to do with old girlfriends or any crap like that, man. Who cares about that anyway? So let's get into the video. At number 10 is a fragrance that I knew nothing about. I've seen it a few times in TJ Maxx. I was interested in it. I like the box and the bottle presentation. One person I found that talked about it and kind of hyped it up was a guy named Joy Amin here on YouTube. And the fragrance I am talking about is Boucheron Pour Homme. And this is the Eau de Parfum edition or version. I like the bottle. It's kind of frosted on the sides, clear in the middle. Has like a little fake jewel on the top. Atomizer is not bad. I'm not going to spray it because this is one of the fragrances I do not really care for. It's a lemon scented fragrance, kind of powdery on the dry down. Kind of reminds me of lemon scented Pledge. It also reminds me of a fragrance that someone will wear to church, and I hate church fragrances because them elderly people put on entirely too much of that crap. Anyway, this is number 10, Boucheron Pour Homme. My number 9 fragrance was a blind buy. I saw this fragrance at Ross several times. One day I was in there and they didn't have anything. This was a cheapie, like 10 bucks. I purchased it, and this is Paris Hilton For Him. And on initial spray, I smelled nothing. It smelled like straight cardboard. It was like nothing was there. And then over time, something started happening to the fragrance. I don't know what happened, but now the sweetness has came out of it. It's a nice scent. It's not long lasting whatsoever. I had to take this to work. I had to keep spraying and spraying and spraying to keep the level of sillage up. It's just not worth the headache. Like I said, the scent itself is great, just not in my rotation. Another one is one that I've seen over time, over and over and over, several different stores. If you remember Kmart, I've seen it in there. I've seen it in Walmart. I've seen it in Ross, TJ Maxx. And this is, the way we pronounced it was Jupe. The correct name is Jupe Home. And I always thought this was a female fragrance just because the bottle is like a pink looking color, and I never purchased it. Finally, I read the box and it said for men. I purchased it. A great scent, been reformulated, so I have never smelled the version before this one. Um, they say the longevity on it was great. The smell was a lot stronger than this. Um, Although this one is still a great scent, the longevity on it is not that great. I usually would take this to work and keep reapplying, but it just fell out of rotation. I actually was supposed to give it away to a guy for his son, but I never got around to it. At number 7 is a house that everybody has heard of, especially in the 90s and the early to mid 2000s. This was a very, very popular house. They were most notably known for clothing, not for scents. This is my first scent from this house, and it is Tommy by Tommy Hilfiger. Someone on YouTube amped this up also. I purchased it because it was a cheapie. I don't remember where I got it from, but it's an okay scent. A little spicy. Kind of reminds me of the holidays, like Christmas or something like that. Nothing to rant and rave about. I didn't get any compliments when I wore this to work, so this is like a dumb reach scent. It is what it is. Um, Number 6 is one I do care about. I love this scent when I first smelled it. I still love it to this day. This is Burberry Brit for him. This is powdery. This is strong. This is long lasting. I still love this scent. As you can see, I haven't been wearing it lately, but I used to wear it a lot. It's half gone. Nobody really talks about Burberry like they used to back when I was in school or fresh out of school. Now it's about Prada and all this new stuff that's out, Creed and all that high price stuff. So it is what it is. I still love my Burberry. Um, Number 5 is another Burberry fragrance. This is Burberry London. This is another fragrance that kind of reminds me of the holidays. It has that holiday feel to it. It is strong, long lasting. I love this scent also. Not as much as I like Burberry Brit, but I love it just the same. It just fell out of rotation. Number 4 is the one that kicked it off for me when it came to Burberry and starting to collect fragrances back when I was married. My ex-wife was the one who actually purchased this fragrance for me from Walmart. It was the 100 ml bottle. I think it was full retail price at the time. I used to love this scent. This was my go-to scent. I got plenty of compliments off of it. Obviously, my big bottle got taken by my girlfriend that came, well, now my ex-girlfriend, but she came after my ex-wife. So I had to purchase this small bottle, and it is Burberry for Men, the original. Still love it to this day. Still a great scent. I just don't wear it as much because, or at all, because of my newer stuff. Number 3, this fragrance also was hyped up at the time. I purchased this earlier in the year or late last year, whenever it was. It was on a lot of people's honorable mention or on their top 5 or 10 list. At the time, no one talks about it much anymore. I guess it is fell out of rotation. I bought it just thinking that it was going to be all that and a bag of chips. And it's actually, I have it on this hand right here because I did videos earlier and videos wouldn't take. So, but It's just an average scent. It's nothing like everybody amped it up to be. Like I was gonna wear it to work and women were just gonna be falling out at my feet and flocking behind me trying to. It's nothing like that. Just the average scent, a dumb reach if you want to call it that. When you're going to the store or running errands or something like that, you want to hang out with the homies, put on a t-shirt, some jeans, or a t-shirt and cargo shorts, whatever. It is what it is. And this was a cheapie also. I ordered this from Fragrance X, about 15, 20 bucks. I think it was like 15 bucks, 14, 15 bucks. Tester bottle. It is what it is. Number 2 is compared to Acqua di Gio by Giorgio Armani. And by me saying that, I'm pretty sure everybody in the fragrance world who knows fragrances and have found alternative to fragrances know what I'm talking about. This is Perry Ellis 360 Red. They say it smells similar to Giorgio Armani, except with a spicier accord. I have no idea because I don't remember smelling Acqua di Gio unless I smelled it at Belk's, which is our local retail store. I don't remember if I did or not. I might have, but I purchased this one because it was like 15 bucks from Ross. You can't beat it. I love the scent. It just fell out of rotation. And my number 1 may spark a little bit of controversy between people because this fragrance is beloved by a lot of people. It always was talked about in fragrance reviews, if not honorable mention. It was in their top 5 or 10 list before it got reformulated, that is. This one is Nautica Voyage. I got so tired of hearing people talk about this fragrance that I actually went out and had to purchase it just to see what the hype was about. I believe this was my first aquatic scent that I have ever purchased at the time. I fell in love with it also, even though it is reformulated. I have never smelled the earlier version, just this one. And if it smelled anything like this one or stronger, then this and that was great. I still love this fragrance. I got a lot of compliments when I wore it to work. Just fell out of rotation. Anyway, guys, that was my 10 fragrances that fell out of my rotation. Stay tuned next week, guys, which is Thanksgiving week. I have 7 fragrances, brand new. Some of them may not, well, the majority of them may not be brand new to some people in the fragrance world. They're probably new to me because I've never had them before until now. But I will be unveiling and unboxing these fragrances next week. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe to my channel, guys, if you choose to. If not, you're not really going to hurt my feelings. I do this just because I like to do videos on fragrances. It's a passion of mine. I don't get paid for this. I'm not sponsored by anyone. All of the fragrances that I own, all 110 plus fragrances that I own, I purchased with my own money, except for maybe 3 that were given to me that were purchased retail. I appreciate it, but it is what it is. So subscribe to my channel if you choose to, guys, and if you do, make sure you ring the damn bell so you can get notifications when I do these videos. I'm out.